Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, New Me by Hannah. Thank you so much for coming back to me today. Flirting, men or women, is such an evolutionary tactic that we use. It is necessary to get the person that you've been after for some time, and unfortunately it just has to be done. So, in this video, I will share with you my top tips for how to communicate with girls via text, how to flirt with us, how to make us feel good, and how to bag yourself that date. As ever, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for future updates. And if you do enjoy the video, just give it a thumbs up and let's get straight into it. When you manage to get a girl's number, however you're managing to do it, it's such a good sign, especially if it's a real number. So if you do manage to get a number, first things first, make sure you don't leave it too long to message her. So if you get a girl's number, probably the same day is best, if not the day after. You don't want to play it too cool. Obviously, maybe give it a good 5 minutes before you message, otherwise you could come off extremely needy, which you don't want. But it's very important to keep the momentum going. So as soon as you get that number, send her a quick message just to let her know you are thinking about her, that you have her number correct, and that you are following through on messaging her. Now, another tip is that whilst it is so important, as I said, to keep the momentum going, you need to keep messaging her to keep her interested in you so that she doesn't start wandering off into Cyberland with another guy. But don't be messaging her all the time. There is a level to which constant messaging is probably the number one drive of us not messaging you back. So if you are messaging a girl and she's not responding, don't keep messaging her because she might be busy. She might genuinely be not interested, in which case you just need to deal with the rejection. I'm sorry, but that's how it is. And if you're not hearing back from her, then wait at least a day to message her again. I wouldn't bombard her with messages, because if we see like several messages coming through one after the other and we have had a genuine reason why we're not responding, it is a total turn off and we don't like it, so don't do that. Some people think that a good morning text is kind of a bad sign. I really love getting a text that says good morning or good night, sleep well, something like that. But you don't want to be doing it all the time. So if it's just you constantly saying good morning, good morning, good morning, and she's not ever saying to you first good morning, then that's a sign maybe the feeling isn't quite mutual. So make sure that whilst you do say good morning, because I actually think it's really nice, that you are definitely mutual vibes and that she's not just letting you message first all the time. The reason for this is that if you are messaging first, you are initiating the conversation. She's not putting as much effort into initiating the conversation with you. Suggests to me that she's not particularly interested. If we like a guy, if you are on our minds, we will be messaging you first half the time, because we do the same thing. We need to know that you are into it as much as we are. If you are texting back and forth constantly, then make sure you are setting up some kind of a date. Now, in these times, it is so hard, and I completely understand that physically we can't see each other to set up a date, but you can always set up a Zoom call or a video chat or something just to keep that kind of personable approach. Very important. So instead of just chatting non-stop on WhatsApp or messaging or whatever, try to make your messages, try to set up a date, even if it's online through your messages. I'm gonna cover emojis. It is ridiculous that this has become a thing, but I feel it is important as a public announcement to cover this topic. So, in my opinion, the use of emojis is completely fine. In fact, the majority of my messages use quite a lot of emojis. That being said, you are still the guy in the relationship and you don't want to come across girly. I don't even understand how this is a thing, but try to avoid the kind of kissy, girly emojis unless you're really falling in love with somebody, because you don't want somebody to read your message and think, oh, a girl's messaged this. So keep it masculine, keep it fun, keep it, all of that. You can use emojis, it's perfectly fine, but don't make your whole message covered in emojis, because we like the written word, In your messages, you need to be confident. You need to believe that there is an attraction there, because there is no room for self-doubt in the flirting stages of messaging. So be sure that you are confident. Be sure that you at least believe that she's into you. That's why you messaged in the first place, right? Tease her a little bit, not to the point where you make her cry, but at least be a bit kind of back and forth, fun, and definitely be humorous. Not to the point where it's awkward humor, but just make a joke every now and again. Girls absolutely love that. There is a psychological tactic that says if you play hard to get, women will find you more desirable. Now, this is true on some occasions, not all the time. So whilst you can play hard to get and, not message her back straight away, or, not give her all the information she wants, that's fine. But be nice about it. Like, don't be a total jerk, because as soon as we think you're displaying jerk behavior, that's a total turn off. We don't like that at all. So you can play hard to get. I'm not a fan of playing games, but if you want to play a little bit hard to get to make it a bit more interesting, then do it, but do it slight. Don't be a massive jerk. So there you go. Those are my top tips for how to flirt with a girl on text. Genuinely, just be yourself. Like, don't be a different person over text, because as soon as we meet you, as soon as we video chat you, you're gonna be yourself anyway. So you may as well display the real you for now, while you're getting to know somebody. And then if they don't like you, they don't like you. At least you've not wasted a bunch of time. So be yourself, be confident, be nice, don't be a jerk. Don't keep messaging us, like message after message after message, because it's like when you call someone and then you call them again, like if they didn't answer the first time, why do you keep calling them? Always puzzles me, but there you go. If you have any funny stories about messages that you've sent with a girl, or if you have any problems that you need fixing, please don't forget to put them in the comments box below, and I would love to hear from you. And as ever, have an amazing week, and I will see you in the next video.